Hey there, I'm Dex the Music Geek. Sometimes a band is known only for being a one-hit wonder with a number one song from a movie soundtrack. But when that band has released many studio albums and is known only for that one song, there will definitely be some overlooked treasures. Today I will show how Good Morning Aztlan from Los Lobos should have been a hit. Formed in 1973 with co-singers and guitarist David Hidalgo and Cesar Rosas, drummer and co-songwriter Luis Perez, bassist Conrad Lozano, and sax player Steve Berlin, were originally known as Los Lobos del Este de Los Angeles, which translates to the Wolves of the East of Los Angeles. Los Lobos released their first album in 1978. And they spent the next several years touring the US, opening for more rock and punk-oriented bands like The Blasters, Public Image Limited, and The Clash. The band was signed to Slash Records, which is owned by Warner Brothers, and they released an EP in 1983 titled And a Time to Dance. It contained the track Enselma, which gave the band their first Grammy for Best Mexican American Performance. They have 3 Grammys so far in their career. In 1984, they released a full album titled How Will the Wolf Survive, which has been ranked at number 431 on Rolling Stone magazine's top 500 albums of all time. In January of 1987, the band released their next album, By the Light of the Moon, to moderate success. But in June of 1987, a small movie titled La Bamba was released and became an unexpected box office hit. The movie is a biopic on Mexican-American singer Richie Valens. Actor Lou Diamond Phillips did an amazing job portraying the singer. The band Los Lobos not only provided the vocals and music for the movie, but also contributed 8 of the 12 tracks on the soundtrack. Their cover of the title track, La Bamba, spent 3 weeks at number 1. The follow-up single, Come On Let's Go, peaked at number 21. Los Lobos continued to release music throughout the 90s to critical acclaim, with albums like Kiko and Colossal Head as their standouts. However, in October of 1999, tragedy struck the band. Co-lead singer Cesar Rosas' wife, Sandra, had been kidnapped and went missing for about 13 months. Sandra was adopted as a child, and a few years prior to her kidnapping, she attempted to reach out to her original family. She found her half-brother, Gabriel Gomez, but was unaware of his criminal past. He had been welcomed into the family and was even a roadie for the band for a few years, but the siblings had a falling out and he kidnapped her and he murdered her. In November of 2000, he confessed to his crimes and brought the police to where he buried her body. Gabriel Gomez is currently in prison for life with no chance of parole. In 2002, Los Lobos released its first album since the horrible tragedy. The band's 10th album was titled Good Morning Aztlan. This album had 2 singles: the bluesy rock song Hearts of Stone, which reached number 14 on the AAA chart, and the toe-tapping rocker title track Good Morning Aztlan. This should have been a hit. The song starts off with a snappy drum beat and goes into a rocking guitar riff. The lyrics represent all of the busy household activities in a typical morning in a Mexican-American community. Lyrically, it's comparable to Our House from Madness. You'll want to know the lyrics so you can sing along. Aztlan is a reference to the land of the Aztecs. And with not just 1 but 2 guitar solos, the song rocks from the very beginning and doesn't stop until the very end. And David Hidalgo's voice is always nice and smooth, and he's also an extremely underrated guitarist. It's a shame this title track didn't get more attention. Look, I understand the song didn't fit into the sound of rock and pop radio at the time, but this is one of my points of the series, to show that music shouldn't be categorized to a point where great songs get ignored only due to it not fitting in the hip and current trends. I thought the point of rock and roll was to be diverse and to give a middle finger to conformity. Anyway, Good Morning Aztlan is a very good album. Other memorable tracks are Done Gone Blue, Luz de mi Vida, Tony and Maria, and Round and Round. The album did manage to peak at number 82 on the Top 200 album chart. They have continued to release music throughout the years, including their 17th studio album, Native Sons, which was just released on July 30th. By the way, fun fact, David Hidalgo's son, David Hidalgo Jr., has been the drummer for Social Distortion since 2010. Anyway, please check out Good Morning Aztlan. Not just the song, but the whole album. And check out their entire catalog. They've got lots of great music, especially Kiko. That's a fantastic album. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Peace to you all, and remember, music and the soul can be heard in the universe. Take care.